Tuned to Arrow FM, your local community access radio station. The time now is 8 o'clock, time for another hour of the great music that came out in the 1960s with the 60s Nostalgia Show. Tonight on the show we're going to mark a few milestones, and then it'll be open slather for the rest of the show. So if you'd like to hear a particular song, artist or band, give me a ring here on 3780255, 3780255, and I'll see if I can dig it out for you, or if I can't, play a very similar song. On the 16th of June in 1962, the Conrads, featuring Dave J, later to become David Bowie, make their live debut at Bromley Technical School in Kent in England. Of course, David Bowie's name was David Jones, and he changed it because he was known as Davy Jones and didn't want to get confused with Davy Jones from the Monkees. Also on the 16th of June in 1964, the Rolling Stones pay £1,500 to return airfares from America to become, or to honour, a booking that was made a year earlier for £100 at Magdalen College in Oxford. On the 16th of June in 1941, Lamont Dozier was born, because he was the Motown producer and songwriter and part of that great trio of Holland, Dozier and Holland, who churned out so many classic songs for Tamla Motown in the 1960s. So I thought we'd play a couple from two leading Motown groups.
Baby, 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 don't leave me. Ooh, please don't leave me all by myself. I've got this burning, burning yearning feeling inside me. Ooh, deep inside me, and it hurts so bad. You came into my heart.
of love. I'm getting ready for the heartaches to come. Can't you see me standing in the shadows of love? I'm getting ready for the heartaches to come. I wanna run, but there's nowhere to go. 'Cause heartaches will follow me, I know. Without your love, the love I need, it's the beginning of the end for me. 'Cause you're taking away all my reasons for living. When you pushed aside all the love I've been giving. Now wait a minute, didn't I treat you right now, baby? Didn't I? Didn't I do the best I could? Now didn't I? So don't you leave me standing in the shadows of love. I'm getting ready for the heartaches to come. Don't you see me standing in the shadows of love? Trying my best to get ready for the heartaches to come. All alone I'm just to the lead, with misery my only company. It may come today and it might come tomorrow, but it's for sure I ain't got nothing but sorrow. Now don't your conscience kinda bother you? How can you watch me cry after all I've done for you? Now hold on a minute. Gave you all the love I had, now didn't I? When you needed me, I was always there, now wasn't I? I'm trying not to cry out loud. You know, crying, it ain't gonna help me now. What did I do to cause all this grief? Now what did I say to make you wanna leave? Now wait a minute. Gave my heart and soul to you, now didn't I? And didn't I always treat you good, now didn't I? I'm standing in the shadows of love. I'm getting ready for the heartaches to come. Don't you see me standing in the shadows of love? Trying my best to get ready for the heartaches to come.
The Supremes and the Four Tops there with a couple of the many hits that were written by Holland, Dozier and Holland, and that was to mark the birthday on the 16th of June in 1941 of Lamont Dozier, who died in August last year, aged 83. Right, the next milestone happened in 1965, and Bob Dylan records a song that is now considered to be one of the greatest songs ever recorded, and he recorded it at the Columbia Recording Studios in New York City, and of course it's Like a Rolling Stone.
Once upon a time you dressed so fine, threw the bumps of dime in your prime. Then you, people call, say beware doll, you're bound to fall. You thought they were all kidding you. You used to laugh about everybody that was hanging out. Now you don't talk so loud. Now you don't seem so proud about having to be scrounging your next meal. How does it feel? How does it feel to be without a home? Like a complete unknown, like a rolling stone. Oh, you've gone to the finest school, all right, Miss Lonely, but you know you only used to get juiced in it. Nobody's ever taught you how to live out on the street, and now you're gonna have to get used to it. You say you never compromise with a mystery tramp, but now you realize he's not selling any alibis as you stare into the vacuum of his eyes and say, do you want to make a deal? How does it feel? How does it feel to be on your own with no direction home? A complete unknown, like a rolling stone. Oh, you never turned around to see the frowns on the jugglers and the clowns when they all did tricks for you. Never understood that it ain't no good. You shouldn't let other people get your kicks for you. You used to ride on a chrome horse with your diplomat, who carried on his shoulder a Siamese cat. Ain't it hard when you discover that he really wasn't where it's at? After he took from you everything he could steal. How does it feel? How does it feel to have you on your own with no direction home, like a complete unknown, like a rolling stone? Princess on a steeple and all the pretty people, they're all drinking, thinking that they got it made, exchanging all precious gifts. But you better take your diamond ring, you better pawn it, babe. You used to be so amused at Napoleon in rags and the language that he used. Go to him now, he calls you, you can't refuse. When you ain't got nothing, you got nothing to lose. You're invisible now, you got no secrets to conceal. How does it feel? Ah, how does it feel to be on your own with no direction home, like a complete unknown, like a rolling stone?
Bob Dylan there with the classic like a Rolling Stone, and that was from another great album he put out, Highway 61 Revisited. On the 16th of June in 1966, the Beatles made a surprise live appearance on the UK television programme Top of the Pops, performing both sides of their new single, and we'll play those two songs, starting off with the Paperback Writer, and then we'll go to the B-side, which is a great song called Rain.
Paperback writer. Yes, sir, oh madam, will you read my book? It took me years to write. Will you take a look? It's based on a novel by a man named Lear, and I need a job, so I want to be a paperback writer. Paperback writer. It's a dirty story of a dirty man, and his clinging wife doesn't understand. His son is working for the Daily Mail. It's a steady job, but he wants to be a paperback writer. Paperback writer. Paperback writer. Change it round, and I want to be a paperback writer. Paperback writer. If you really like it, you can have the right.
Two in a row from the Beatles, finishing with Rain. I reckon that's one of the better tracks that they made over that incredible period. What a time to 21 minutes after 8 o'clock, and you're listening to the 60s Nostalgia Show on Arrow FM, your local community access radio station. And while those Beatles songs were playing, Kerry rang up and asked for a Beatles song, which I haven't got down with me, but I'll bring it down next week for you, Kerry, and we'll play it next week. But second choice was anything from the Rolling Stones. So here's Mother's Little Helper.
What a drag it is getting old. Kids are different today. I hear every mother say, mother needs something today to calm her down. And though she's not really ill, there's a little yellow pill. She goes running for the shelter of her mother's little helper, and it helps her on her way, gets her through her busy day. Things are different today. I hear every mother say, cooking fresh food for her husband's just a drag. So she buys an instant cake and she finds a frozen steak and goes running for the shelter of her mother's little helper, and to help her on her way, get her through her busy day. Doctor, please, some more of these outside the door. She took for more. What a drag it is getting old. Men just aren't the same today. I hear every mother say they just don't appreciate that you get tired. They're so hard to satisfy. You can tranquilize your man, so go running for the shelter of a mother's little helper, and for help you through the night, help to minimize your flight. Doctor, please, some more of these outside the door. She took for more. What a drag it is getting old. Life's just much too hard today. I hear every mother say the pursuit of happiness just seems a bore. And if you take more of those, you will get an overdose. No more running for the shelter of a mother's little helper. They just help you on your way through your busy dying day.
Till I met you, but you keeping me waiting all of the time. What can I do? It's your life, and you can do what you want. Do what you like, but please don't keep me waiting. Please don't keep me waiting.
I had no
It's your life, and you can do what you want. Do what you like. Please don't keep me waiting. Please don't keep me waiting. 'Cause I'm so tired, tired of waiting, tired of waiting for you. So tired, tired of waiting, tired of waiting for you. For you.
The Kinks there, and tired of waiting for you. And sorry, we'll get back to Man for Man very shortly. But that was, as I said, the Kinks, tired of waiting for you, and that brought the time to 27 minutes after 8 o'clock here on Arrow FM. Time now for a couple of country tracks, and we'll start off with Bob Luman, and let's think about living.
In every other song that I've heard lately, some fellow gets shot, and his baby and his best friend both die with him, as likely as not. In half of the other songs, some cats crying are ready to die. We've lost most all of our happy people, and I'm a-wondering why. Let's think about living. Let's think about loving. Let's think about the hooping and the hopping and the bopping and the loving, lovey-doving. Let's forget about the whine and the crying, the shooting and the dying, and the fellow with a switchblade knife. Let's think about living. Let's think about life. We lost old Marty Robbins down in El Paso a little while back, and now Miss Patty Page, or one of them, is wearing black. And Kathy's clown has Don and Phil where they feel like they could die. If we keep on losing our singers like that, I'll be the only one you can buy. Let's think about living. Let's think about loving. Let's think about the hooping and the hopping and the bopping and the lovey-dovey. Let's forget about the whining and the crying and the shooting and the dying and the fellow with a switchblade knife. Let's think about living. Let's think about life. Let's think about living. Let's think about loving. Let's think about the hooping and the hopping and the bopping and the lovey-doving. Let's forget about the whining and the crying and the shooting and the dying and the fellow with a switchblade knife. Let's think about living. Let's think about life. Let's think about living. Let's think about life. Let's think about living. Let's think about life. Let's think about living.
I keep hearing you're concerned about my happiness, but all that thought you're giving me is conscience, I guess. If I were walking in your shoes, I wouldn't worry none. While you and your friends are worried about me, I'm having lots of fun. Counting flowers on the wall, that don't bother me at all. Playing solitaire till dawn with a deck of 51. Smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo. Now don't tell me I've nothing to do. Last night I dressed in tails, pretended I was on the town. As long as I can dream, it's hard to slow the swinger down. So please don't give a thought to me, I'm really doing fine. You can always find me here and having quite a time. Counting flowers on the wall, that don't bother me at all. Playing solitaire till dawn with a deck of 51. Smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo. Now don't tell me I've nothing to do. It's good to see you, I must go, I know I look a fright. Anyway, my eyes are not accustomed to this light, and my shoes are not accustomed to this hard country. So I must go back to my room and make my day complete. Counting flowers on the wall, that don't bother me at all. Playing solitaire till dawn with the deck of 51. Smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo. Now don't tell me I've nothing to do. Don't tell me I've nothing to do.
The Statler Brothers here, and Flowers on the Wall. And the Statler Brothers started off originally as a gospel group, and they had a couple of hits, and then ended up being the vocal backing band for Johnny Cash. All right, so next up we'll have this pesky one that wanted to jump in prior to that. It's Manfred Mann.
Listen to me, baby. I'm trying to make you see that I want to be with you, girl, if you want to be with me. But if you got to go, it's alright. But if you got to go, go now, or else you got to stay all night. Just a poor boy, baby, trying to connect. But I don't want you thinking, oh, that I ain't got any respect. But if you got to go, it's alright. But if you got to go, go now, or else you got to stay all night. Now I'm not trying to question you, to take part in any quiz. It's just that I don't have a watch, and you keep asking me what time it is. But if you got to go, well, it's alright. But if you got to go, go now, or else you got to stay all night. Now I don't want to make you give anything you never gave before. It's just that I'll be sleeping soon. It'll be too dark for you to find the door. But if you got to go, well, it's alright. But if you got to go, go now, or else you got to stay all night.
Manfred Mann, and if you've got to go, and I think we'll just keep that going. And next up we've got Here Comes the Night.
Here it comes. Here comes the night. Here comes the night. Ooh, yeah. I could see right out my window, walking down the street, my girl with another guy. His arm around her like it used to be with me. Oh, it makes me want to die. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, here it comes. Here comes the night. Here comes the night. Ooh, yeah. There they go. It's funny how they look so good together. Wonder what is wrong with me. Why can I accept the fact she's chosen him and simply let them be? Whoa, well, here it comes. Here comes the night. Here comes the night. Oh, yeah. She's with him, he's turning down the lights, and now he's holding her the way I used to do. I could see her closing her eyes and telling him lies, exactly like she told me to. Yeah, 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 well, here it comes. Here comes the night, the long, lonely night. Night, 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 night. Whoa, here comes the night.
Them and Here Comes the Night. And next up we've got Gene Pitney looking through the eyes of love.
In the eyes of the world, I'm a loser just wasting my time. I can't make a dime. In the eyes of the world, being born was my first big mistake. I can't get a break. But in the eyes of my woman, I stand like a hero, a giant, a man who's as tall as can be. Any fool can see that she's looking through the eyes of love, looking through the eyes of love, looking through the eyes of love when she looks at me. In the eyes of the crowd, I'm a do-nothing kind of a guy who just live and die. In the eyes of the crowd, I'm another poor Joe on the street. Can't get on my feet. But in the eyes of my woman, they're wrong. I'm a king and a lover, as strong and as brave as can be. Any fool can see that she's looking through the eyes of love, looking through the eyes of love, looking through the eyes of love when she looks at me. She's making me believe someday I'm gonna find a way to be the man that she can see when she looks at me. Looking through the eyes of love, looking through the eyes of love, looking through the eyes of love, looking through the eyes of
Gene Pitney there looking through the eyes of love, bringing the time to 19 minutes to 9 o'clock. Excuse me, 19 minutes to 9 o'clock. And next up, we've got Little Eva. That's not Little Eva, is it? It's Dion. That's who it is.
I kiss them and I love them, 'cause to me they're all the same. I hug them and I squeeze them, they don't even know my name. They call me the Wanderer, yeah, the Wanderer. I roam around, 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 around. Oh, well, there's Flo on my left arm and there's Mary on my right. And Janie is the girl, well, that I'll be with tonight. And when she asks me which one I love the best, I tear over my shirt and I know a Rosie on my chest, 'cause I'm a wanderer, yeah, a wanderer. I roam around, 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 around. Oh, well, I roam from town to town. I go through life without a care, and I'm as happy as a clown. I wave my two fists divine, but I'm going nowhere. Oh, yeah, I'm the type of guy that likes to roam around. I'm never in one place, I roam from town to town. And when I find myself I'm falling for some girl, yeah, I'll hop right into that car of mine. I drive around the world, yeah, I'm a wanderer, yeah, a wanderer. I roam around, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm the type of guy that likes to roam around. I'm never in one place, I roam from town to town. And when I find myself falling for some girl, I hop right in that car of mine, drive around the world, 'cause I'm a wanderer, yeah, a wanderer. I roam around, 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 'cause I'm a wanderer, yeah, a wanderer. I roam around, 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 around.
Yeah, of course it was Dion and the Wanderer, and we'll get back to Little Eva very shortly. But first up, we've got Sam and Dave and Soul Man.
Coming to you on a dust road. Good loving, I got a truckload. And when you get it, you got some. So don't worry.
Sam and Dave there, and Soul Man. And now we've got a little Eva, and I think after that one we might have a little bit more of soul.
Everybody's doing a brand new dance now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. I know you get to like it if you give it a chance now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. My little baby says I can do it with me. It's easier than learning your ABC. So come on, do the locomotion with me. You gotta swing your hips now. Come on, baby, jump up, jump back. Well, I think you got the knack. Whoa, whoa, now that you can do it, let's make a change now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. A chugga motion like a railroad train now. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. Do it nice and easy now, don't lose control. A little bit of rhythm and a lot of soul. Come on, do the locomotion with me. Yeah. Move around the floor in a locomotion. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. Do it holding hands if you get the notion. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. There's never been a dance that's so easy to do. It even makes you happy when you're feeling blue. So come on, do the locomotion with me. Come on, you gotta swing your hips now. Come on, that's right. You're doing fine. Do the locomotion. Come on, baby. Jump back. Jump back. You're looking good. Jump back.
Little Eva with her huge hit song written by Jerry Goffin and Carole King. Brought the time to, let's see, 10 minutes to 9 o'clock. And here's some more soul. We've got Arthur Conley and the sweet soul music.
Do you like good music? That sweet soul music. Just long as it's screaming. Oh yeah. We out here on the floor, y'all. Going to a go-go. Dancing with the music. Oh yeah.
shop and the store, put the lock on the door. Just get away where your worries won't find you. If you like, well, I'll tell you more. Don't let the day get the better of you. When the evening comes, there's so much to do. You better put on your best and wear a smile. Just come along with me a while, 'cause I tell you, I know a place where the music is fine and the lights are always low. I know a place where we can go. At the door there's a man who will greet you. Then you go downstairs to some tables and chairs. Soon I'm sure you'll be tapping your feet, because the beat is the greatest there. All around there are girls and boys. It's a swinging place, a cellar full of noise. It's got an atmosphere of its own somehow. You gotta come along right now, 'cause I tell you, I know a place where the music is fine and the lights are always low. I know a place where we can go. All around there are girls and boys. It's a swinging place, a cellar full of noise. It's got an atmosphere of its own somehow. You gotta come along right now, 'cause I tell you, I know a place where the music is fine and the lights are always low. I know a place where we can go. I know a place where we can go. I know a place where the lights are low. You're gonna love this place, I know. I know a place where
Pet Clark there, and I know a place. And we'll go out with one more from Jerry and the Pacemakers.
I like it, I like it. I like the way you run your fingers through my hair. And I like the way you tickle my chin. And I like the way you let me come in when your mama ain't there. I like it, I like it. I like the words you say and all the things you do. And I like the way you straighten my tie. And I like the way you're winking your eye. And I know I like you. You know I like you. Do that again. You're driving me insane. Kiss me once more. That's another thing I like you for. I like it, I like it. I like the funny feeling being here with you. And I like it more with every day. And I like it always hearing you say you're liking it too. You're liking it too. I'm asking you, what do you wanna do? Do you agree that the world was made for you and me? I like it, I like it. I like the funny feeling being here with you. And I like it more with every day. And I like it always hearing you say you're liking it too. You're liking it too. Whoa, I like it. Are you liking it too?
I Like It by Jerry and the Pacemakers, bringing to a close another edition of the 60s and Nostalgia Show, which was broadcast first over the wonderful Wairarapa on Arrow FM 92.7. Right, I'll just do a couple of things, then I'll be back with the weather forecast. All right, before I disappear out of here, I'll put on some Kiwi music, and that'll be commercial free, and we'll play until the next scheduled program. Quick look at the weather forecast for the next 3 days here in the Wairarapa. It doesn't look totally promising. Tomorrow, overnight we're going to be 8 degrees tomorrow, a top of 14. Occasional rain, easterly developing for a time in the afternoon and evening. On Sunday, a top of 14, rain, some possibly heavy, with fresh easterlies. And on Monday, a minimum of 17 degrees, a top of 18, occasional rain with easterlies. Well, the weather doesn't look too promising for the weekend. Hopefully the rain doesn't arrive too early tomorrow, which means that the kids can have another round of their Saturday sport, whatever it might be. And I think I'll be popping down. If they aren't cancelled, I might pop down to the Pioneer Club and watch my grandson Emmett with Ripper Rugby. Big sporting weekend over the next 2 or 3 days, and I'm not quite sure what the result was in Christchurch tonight, where the Crusaders played the Blues. And that game would have probably just finished, and that's the first of the semi-finals for the Super Rugby. And the other interesting game will be tomorrow night down in Hamilton, where the Chiefs take on the Brumbies, who beat the Hurricanes last weekend in some controversial circumstances. Over in the States, Ryan Fox is playing in the US Open, and he's started off reasonably well, 2 under par, and I'm not quite sure where he ended up after the first round, but if he can keep that up, he will certainly play over the weekend and collect some sort of paycheck. Whatever you are doing over the weekend, you might have to dodge the odd shower or a bit of rain to do it, or if you're clever, you'll make that as an excuse to blob out on the lounge. But whatever you are doing, take care. Take care during the week, and we will catch you next Friday night at 7 o'clock with the Blues Show, 8 o'clock with the 60s Nostalgia Show. You're tuned to Arrow FM, your local community access radio station that broadcasts all over the wonderful Wairarapa on Arrow FM 92.7 and elsewhere via our website arrowfm.co.nz, and don't forget you can watch programs, some live, some recorded on Wairarapa TV, which is a Freeview channel number 41. And you can also download the Wairarapa TV app from either Google Play or the App Store, and that means you can watch Wairarapa TV whenever you want. Time now is 2 minutes after 9 o'clock, so it's time for some commercial-free Kiwi music.